heavy hearts, yet grateful spirits, to celebrate the life of Mzee Stephen Kamunya Njoroge, who passed away on the 5th December 2025 at Coptic Mission Hospital after a short illness. Mzee Stephen lived a long and meaningful life, marked with resilience, hard work, faith, and deep dedication to his family and county. Birth and background. Mzee Stephen Kamunya Njoroge was born in 1924 at Maina in Kikuyu, Kiambu County, to Mr. Njoroge Mwiruri and Mrs. Wanjiru Kamunya. He grew up during a challenging period in Kenya's history, an experience that shaped his strong character, discipline, and deep sense of responsibility from a young age. He was raised alongside his brother, Jackson Mwiruri, with whom he shared a close bond. Education. At the age of 10, Mzee Stephen began his formal education and attended his school for 3 years from 1934 to 1937, through which his school was brief. It instilled in him values and discipline, hard work, and determination that guided him throughout his life, work and early life. In 1938, his father was employed as a manager at a tea plantation in Kairitu, which required the family to relocate from Kiambu. The move marked a point at Stephen's life. From 1938 to 1953, Mzee Stephen worked on his father's farm, where he was responsible for caring for cows, goats, and cattle. Through this work, he developed a strong love for farming and livestock skills that would later enfill his adult life. In accordance with Kikuyu tradition, he was circumcised in 1944, marking an important rite of passage into adulthood. Struggle for independence. In 1953, the height of Kenya's struggles for independence, Mzee Stephen Kamunya and his brother Jackson Mwiruri were arrested by the colonial government. They were accused of being Mau Mau members and of possessing rifles. They endured imprisonment for 3 years and were released in 1956. This period of his life instilled courage and contribution to the liberation of our nation. Marriage and family life. In 1957, Mzee Stephen Kamunya married Margaret Wangoi Njoroge, a devoted wife who stood by him as a partner and supporter throughout his life. In 1958, he was employed as a cook at Kenya Tea Hotel in Kairitu, Grove, where he worked diligently to provide for his family. That same year, they were blessed with a child, the late Rose Wanjiru Kamunya. They were later blessed with more children, namely Alice Wanjiku Kamunya, Peter Njoroge Kamunya, John Maina Kamunya, Maina Jenga, Lucy Nyashuma Kamunya, the late Mary Wamboi Kamunya, David Mwiruri Kamunya, Samuel Ndora Kamunya, Jane Wariga Kamunya. He was later blessed with Njoroge Kanene, Njoroge Kanini, and Wanjiru. Mzee Stephen was a loving, disciplined, and responsible father who valued unity, respect, and hard work within his family. Family legacy. Mzee Stephen was by 6 children, many grandchildren and great-grandchildren who carried forward the values and legacy he worked so hard to build, farming and life investments. In 1965, Mzee Stephen bought land in his present-day Nyandarua County, the known as Oljororok or Raimutia scheme, where he began farming. He later moved with his wife there to help manage the farm. In 1969, he acquired another farm in Ol Abel scheme, Laikipia. By 1970, he resigned from employment and fully dedicated himself to farming vocation he loved deeply and excelled in: church life. In 1974, Mzee Stephen was baptized at Ongara Catholic Church, strengthening his faith and a commitment to serving God. In 2002, he relocated to Kajiado County, where he bought land and continued farming. He kept goats, sheep, and cattle, and grew crops such as maize and beans. Farming remained settled to his life until his later years. Illness and passing. On 21st November 2025, Mzee fell ill and was taken to Coptic Hospital, where he was admitted and received medical care. Despite the efforts of the doctors and devoted support from his family, he peacefully passed on and pronounced dead on 5th December 2025. Conclusion: Mzee Stephen Kamunya Njoroge was a man of courage, perseverance, and quiet strength. He was a freedom fighter, a farmer, a husband, a father, and a faithful husband of God. A faithful servant of God, His life leaves behind a lasting legacy of hard work, sacrifice, faith, and love reflected in his children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. As we may lay him to rest, we thank God for the many years he granted him, and for the memories we shall forever cherish. May his soul rest in eternal peace.
Tributes. Namego Katao Maureen, daughter of Wangui, Maina Jenga, a tribute on to our Yashiana. Then tribute from the class children in Yegugo Mobi, daughter of Alice Wajiko. Mwaka mafuata dete ogwa kujeni vile nawaita, ili huyu akimaliza huyo mwingine anachukua bila kuita mtu moja moja. Then John Mathenge. Then hiyo ingine itakuwa on behalf of the friend ambayo itasoma na Mutua the nurse. Mkuje mmefuatana hivyo.
Afternoon, my name is Maina, and I'm here with my brother Brian Maina, children to Maina. You all know him as chairman. So I'll be reading the tribute to his father on his behalf. Dad, you are our strength and our guide. You taught us the value of hard work, discipline, and unity, not just through words, but through your life. You worked the land with dedication, provided for us with sacrifice, and showed us what responsibility truly means. You believed in family, respect, and perseverance. Even in silence, your actions spoke loudly. You taught us to be patient, to work honestly, and to never forget where we come from. We are grateful for the love you gave us, the lessons you passed on, and the example you set. Your legacy lives on in us and in the generations after us. Rest well, Dad. You reign your rest with dignity. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is John Madenge, son of the late Mary Wamboi Kamunya, and grandson to the late Stephen Kamunya Njoroge. And I will read the tribute of the grandsons and granddaughters. Dear Grandpa, you are a pillar of wisdom and strength in our lives. Your story carried history, courage, and lessons of perseverance. You showed us the importance of faith, resilience, and staying grounded no matter the season. You loved your land, your animals, and your family. Watching you work taught us patience and commitment. Being around you reminded us that a meaningful life is built through consistency and integrity. We will always remember your calm presence, your firm values, and your deep love for our family. Your life is a heritage we are proud to carry forward. Thank you for the generations you made possible. Rest in eternal peace, Uka. Your legacy lives on. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I'm Caroline Mombi, and the late Stephen Kamunya Njoroge was my great-grandfather. Buka, my heart is heavy as I say goodbye. To me and to many, you are lovingly known as Papa, a name that carried warmth, respect, and deep affection. Buka, you are truly a gift from God. You are not only the backbone of our family, but also a pillar in our community and beyond. To me, you are more than a great-grandfather. You were my teacher, my mentor, and my master in life lessons. You taught me how to be strong even when things were hard, how to face every situation with joy, courage, and wisdom. You showed me how to smile through pain, how to laugh even when things didn't make sense, and how to find clarity in simplicity. I will never forget the day I prepared porridge for breakfast for the first time. You stared at me, laughed, and playfully asked, "Mombi, oyo shorokane gima." Your laughter, short but powerful, made that moment unforgettable. It became a lesson in humility and in learning not to take life too seriously. Even now, as I walk through the spaces you once stood, I feel your presence, I hear your voice, I see your smile. I wish I had more time with you. More stories, more laughter, and more wisdom. Your spirit lives on in the values you passed down, in the love you gave so freely, and in the strength you quietly carried. I may never fully understand why you had to live when you did. I wasn't ready, I still needed you. But I find comfort in knowing that you are at peace, having lived a life full of purpose and love. Saying goodbye is hard, but I hold tightly to the memories we shared. This isn't just a goodbye, it's a thank you. Thank you for being my Guka. Thank you for being our Papa and our. Thank you for being you. Shine on your way, Guka. Shine like you always did. Thank you.
The family of our beloved patriarch, Mzee Stephen Kamunya, dignitaries present, clergy, and friends, Amjambo. Today we gather to honor a man whose presence brought warmth into every room he entered. Though he was in the late years of life, he carried a spirit that was young, bright, and full of joy. Caring for him was not just a professional duty, it was a privilege. He was the kind of person who seemed to know when someone needed a kind word, even on days when he faced his own discomfort. He found the strength to encourage others, a smile, a joke, a gentle reminder that things would be all right. He offered all these gifts freely, and they meant more than he ever realized. His joy was loud, it was steady, sincere, and contagious. In his presence, you felt lighter, you felt seen, you felt reminded that kindness is always worthy the effort. What I remember most is how he taught without ever trying to teach. He showed us the gratitude that can coexist with hardship, that dignity can shine even in fragile moments. That gratitude can coexist with hardship, that dignity can even shine on fragile moments, and that caring for one another is one of life's greatest honors. Though he is no longer with us, the encouragement he shared lives on in every person he touched. His legacy is not one of the grand gestures or dramatic stories, but everyday kindness, the kind that quietly shapes people's lives. May we carry forward the joy he lived with. May we offer others encouragement he so openly offered to us, and may he rest in peace, surrounded by the same warmth he gave so generously to the world. My name is Festus Mutua. I cared for this man for the past 8 years. God bless you.